Hi, welcome to my show, Cooking with Curly. I'm so glad everyone's here today. We're going to learn a little something on the dessert side. It's called Curlee'S cheese tort. I actually inherited from my mom, and it is one of my favorite desserts. I'm not a big cheesecake lover, but I do like this one because it's a little more creamy and not as thick as a regular cheesecake. So let's get started in trying this out. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to have two 8-ounce portions of cheesecake. And then we're going to have some powdered sugar, 2 cups, along with some vanilla extract and the key to it all, almond extract. 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract and half a teaspoon of almond extract. Now, just remember, this recipe can be under the description file, and you can print it out and follow along if you don't catch everything I'm saying, okay? But also remember, if you like this video, subscribe right away when you can, okay? Because I want to see more of you. But every Sunday, we're coming out at 9 o'clock Central Standard Time, and we're going to have just time to connect, cook a little food, see how you're doing, all right? So, right now, we're going to mix this stuff together. Hey, welcome back. You see all that whipping I did, right? So you got to make sure you mix it really good, right? And then it's going to look a little something like this, right? It's kind of like a frosting almost, right? It's cream cheese, sugar, right? Vanilla extract, and almond extract, right? That secret ingredient, that special little ingredient. But that's what you got right here. So we're going to, in 2 separate mixing bowls, we have a little process here. But this is our cream cheese mix, okay? So we're going to put this on a side right now. And then we're going to do something, we're going to have to mix something else a little bit. This one's kind of easy, but it also takes time. So we'll kind of go through this and then expedite this a little bit through the process of maybe filming it a little faster. I'm learning about this stuff, I tell you that all the time. But what we need is heavy whipping cream. I'm going to mix it here in this blender. Okay. Woo-hoo! Yeah! Now the key to this is that you want to whip it, but you got to keep your eye on it, okay? Because you can whip it too much. Like if you say, oh, I got to go do something. I got a phone call. I got to use a restroom. Wash your hands. But, you know, if you don't keep an eye on it, it's going to get too thick. And then it won't be as delicious as the way I'm expressing to you that you need to have it. So keep an eye on it. And they use words like peaks. So sometimes you want to use your spatula and just see if it starts to peak. But you don't really need your spatula to do it. You can kind of keep an eye on it a little bit and you'll see it thickening and thickening and you'll say, oh, those are those peaks that he's talking about, okay? So right now, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put this down. We're going to give it some time. We're going to whip it up and then we're going to get back to you, all right? All right, let's do it. Okay, are you getting dizzy yet? We got a couple things we're mixing up there. We still got more, but I cut it short on this one. So we have 2 processes there in the mixing bowl, right? We have the whipping cream, which we just did, creating those peaks. And then earlier we did the cheesecake with the sugar and the vanilla and the almond extract. So we got 2 containers there. We're going to fold those together momentarily. But the next step we have to do for preparation is get a spring-form pan, Okay, have you ever seen one of these? Yeah, when it has a little latch on it, and when it opens up, then you can get the sides off it. So I'm going to show you this now, and then we'll get back later and open it up and show you how that all works too, okay? But in the process, what we want to do is get that graham cracker crust. Now, I think you can buy graham cracker already crumbled up. I actually went and got just graham crackers, right? I bought a packet of graham crackers, and then I put them in a food processor, and I just chopped them up that way. So what you want to do is you want to put that into a bowl to mix it, okay? And then, I got a little extra there. Get that in the bowl. And then we're going to add some melted butter, 1/3 of a cup of melted butter, okay? And some sugar, also 1/3 of a cup. And then some cinnamon. Cinnamon, sugar, butter, and graham crackers. Sounds pretty good, huh? Does to me. All right, so we're going to mix that together a little bit, okay? And the good thing about that butter is the butter helps you to soften the graham crackers a little bit, but then that butter also is going to allow you to adhere to that springform pan, okay? So I'm going to show you a little bit of how that works, and then we'll probably have to do something in that fast motion again because it'll just take too long to have it. We'll see. Let's just see where we get to. I got the feeling we're going to have to do that, but let's just see. Now, remember we talked about the peaks, right? Now we got the graham crackers all going. The key to this, though, is when you're all done, you can't just eat it right away, even though you want to. You kind of stick your finger in it and try stuff, I guess, right? But the main thing is you want to let it sit overnight, or at least about 12 hours. And then I'll show you how that springform pan works, okay? All right, so I think we got this mixed up pretty good. And now we're going to take the springform pan, and we're going to put that in there like that. And then we're just going to put this mix right in the middle, right in the pan, excuse me, okay? And then what we want to do is we want to start creating kind of a layer around it like this, okay? See how it's staying up there? It's kind of struggling a little bit, right? But it'll work in a little bit. I'm going to work on this a little bit more, and then we'll try seeing where we can get to after I get this all done, okay? All right. I'll be right back. All right. Welcome back. All right. That would have took forever. You would have been so bored. But it's very tedious how you do this, okay? You can see it up above. You can see it all around. I want to be careful because it took me so long. But can you see that a little bit? How all the edges have it, right? And what you have to do is you have to keep kind of sliding it, pushing it, putting it together, building a wall, molding it, and don't give up, don't get discouraged. But you do want to bring it all the way up to the edge of the wall here, because once we put that cream cheese filling in, then you can kind of knock it down a little bit. But you want to have it high enough that you can get to above the cream cheese filling, okay? I'm going to put this aside now for right now, and we're going to do the cream cheese filling right now, okay? So remember, we had the cream cheese and the whipping cream, okay? So we're going to take this and start adding the whipped cream, the whipping cream, right? And what we want to do with that is we want to kind of fold that in there, but not too much at a time, right? Here, we're going to put that there. We're going to get our spatula, the old spatula, and we're going to start folding that in there a little bit. Okay, we're just going to use only the spatula right now, so we don't have all these spoons and all this other things. Okay, and then we're going to just now folding means we don't want to really mix it. See how I'm folding that? Fold it in, right? Put some more of that whipped cream in there, a little bit, but again, you want to fold it in. You don't want to beat it up too hard. You don't want to hurt it, so to speak, right? You're going to keep mixing that in like that. I'm wondering if I could have maybe done that a little bit more, but I think I'm okay. I think it's got the peaks we talked about. And it's going to have that 12 hours overnight with the cream cheese. So I think we're going to be just fine. Makes me a little nervous, right? But remember, we don't want to overdo it either. So that's a key too. Okay? So now we're going to put the rest of that in there. Or not maybe just a little bit more. And then we'll go one more round of everything. Okay? How's that look? Does it look good? Does it look good above? I hope so. I'm learning a little bit about that camera above. I still haven't mastered it. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna one more time. I'm gonna get just everything I can get out of this, and that's gonna be it. Woo! You hear that? Oh. Yum, yum. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So guess what today is? Remember, I do this so eventually I'm gonna have a lot more videos than I think just the few I got right now. This is my 8th or 9th video, and I started out with a practice video, and now I'm learning a little bit about this. But today is actually, it's Christmas Day now. Yeah, it's Christmas Eve when I started this thing. Can you believe that? Yeah, it is. Because you gotta film, and then you gotta change things a little bit. Yeah, and I had to do all these whippings, right? All this other stuff. I think we're looking pretty good here, don't you? Does that look good? I'm tempted to taste it. I don't want to teach you guys bad habits, though. So maybe I'll wait until, you know what, I'll lick the bowl when it's all over. But for right now, I'm not going to do that. So I think we got that mixed really good. Yeah, it looks really, really good. Yeah, isn't it? Mm-hmm. All right. If you smell it, you can smell that vanilla, but you can smell that almond extract I keep talking about, right? All right, so let's clean this up a little bit. We're going to put the springform pan right here, okay? And then we're going to add this cream filling. Look at that. Doesn't that look delicious? Mm-hmm. Until you taste this. I promise you this one, you're going to go, all my recipes have been pretty good, I think. I kind of struggle through them a little bit, but they're pretty good, the video, right? But the food's great. Yeah, the recipes are good. But this one, I think you're going to keep this one forever and just say this one's a great little secret. Curlee's cheese tart. All right. So now, slowly go. I want to be careful of the edges, right? It's going to fall down a little bit because it's going to hit those edges. Look at that, huh? Oh. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then tomorrow, all right? Then tomorrow we're going to pull that springform off. You know what? I had a lot of sugar today anyways. Even though I feel like it, it was Christmas Eve. It was just too much. People giving you free cookies and making cookies, and I'll make it another one. This is going to be the only one tomorrow for us, though, yeah. All right. So, I think we're pretty good. I think I did good on the peaks, too, by the way. Okay, so now, see how I'm doing that? I'm going to hit the edges a little bit. We're just going to kind of make that look all together right now. If you got a little extra, you could always put it around, but I don't think it's necessary. You could also put a little bit of colored sugar on there a little bit if you wanted to. And this is going to be good, you guys. Okay? So, this is the cheese tart. Ta-da! But let's wait till tomorrow. But then we're going to pop this out. You got to take it really slow, and then this pan lifts up. And then you get all that graham cracker crust. So you're looking at it that way, right? With the edges, right? And the borders, but you're looking at a full spectrum of it instead of seeing the pan itself. And then that little pan is underneath. So you don't want to use a sharp knife when you're cutting. You don't need it anyways, right? All right. Hey, it's Christmas, but in any case, this is good any day of the week. But yeah, amen, right? I hope everybody's doing good. And I look forward to seeing you next time.